Ancient Rome, renowned for its architectural marvels and military prowess, also harbored a legal system infamous for its severe and often bizarre punishments. These penalties were not merely methods of deterrence, but also served as public spectacles, reinforcing societal norms and the authority of the state. 1. The penalty of the sack. One of the most peculiar and gruesome punishments was the poena culae, reserved for those convicted of parricide, the act of killing one's parent. The condemned was sewn into a leather sack along with a menagerie of live animals, typically a dog, a snake, a monkey, and a rooster. This macabre ensemble was then cast into a body of water, ensuring a terrifying and torturous demise. The inclusion of these specific animals symbolized various negative traits and served to intensify the punishment's horror. 2. Condemnation to beasts. Another brutal form of capital punishment was damnatio ad bestias, where the guilty were condemned to face wild beasts in the arena. This method was often employed for the most heinous criminals, runaway slaves, and early Christians. The condemned, unarmed and defenseless, were subjected to lethal attacks by animals such as lions, bears, or leopards, providing a gruesome spectacle for public entertainment. 3. A public display of suffering. Crucifixion was a widely recognized form of execution in ancient Rome, reserved primarily for slaves, disgraced soldiers, and the lowest criminals. The condemned were nailed or tied to a wooden cross and left to die slowly from asphyxiation, exposure, or shock. This method served as a stark public deterrent, with crosses often erected in highly visible locations to maximize the impact on the populace. The Gauntlet of Death. Within the Roman military, discipline was maintained through severe measures. Fustuarium was the punishment meted out to soldiers found guilty of desertion, theft, or dereliction of duty. The condemned soldier was beaten to death with cudgels by his fellow soldiers, a process that reinforced collective responsibility and the importance of discipline within the ranks. The execution precipice. For certain crimes, particularly those considered treasonous, the condemned were taken to the Tarpeian Rock, a steep cliff on the southern summit of Rome's Capitoline Hill. They were then thrown off the precipice, resulting in death from the fall. This method was both a form of execution and a means of casting out those who had betrayed the state, symbolically and literally removing them from the city's sacred boundaries. These punishments highlight the lengths to which ancient Rome would go to maintain order and assert its authority. The blend of brutality and spectacle served not only to punish the individual, but also to instill fear and obedience within the broader society. Make sure to subscribe for more interesting content and comment below the next video title you want to watch.